Hi everybody, my name is Peter Evers and I have the privilege of being the CEO here at BAMSI. Recently we had a session where we had a discussion about race and social justice, and that really came out of some listening sessions that we've been having and some really important conversations about racial and social justice subsequent to the murder of George Floyd. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to have a look at that discussion and listen to some of the messages that came out of our leadership at the agency around this issue.
You know, in my position, I've been saying to people that every day I feel I have to justify my position here at BAMSI. Why I am here. Is it that it was because of my degrees, my license, my culture, ethnicity?
So to me, it's very important that we allow people the opportunity to speak. And as leaders, if we hear something, we need to say something. And to me, that's where it starts, because then people acknowledge the fact that, well, you know what, that's kind of a weird thing to say, maybe insensitive thing to say. And it really will sit with people, and they might not say it again.
If in my role as a supervisor, I want to give a person a salary increase because we are using their language skills, we are using their culture, their ethnicity, so that they can connect and engage with families we serve. We're using that, and they're okay with us using that. They want to be able to provide that. But I think we as an organization need to have policy. We need to have a metric for, if we are doing that, you're going to get additional compensation for being able to do that. We've not done that. These are areas I think we have not done well in.
The importance of the discussion is obvious to us as we're hearing this. But even more important in some ways is, what are we going to do about it?
The leadership at BAMSI really isn't reflective of the diverse workforce that we have at a direct care level. And so I wanted just to think about and talk about why that is. So we need to do a much better job with developing our pipeline so that individuals can be promoted and see themselves as being promoted and being leaders, because they certainly have the talent. We have to be deliberate about development plans, succession planning, mentoring people.
I'd like to also touch and piggyback on some of what my co-panelists have talked about in terms of diversity and leadership. I think it is important that we look at that, and I believe we do a good job at giving it lip service, respectfully. But I think it's time we really start to look at, how do we make it happen? Some of the pieces that we as an organization or leadership team need to acknowledge and own, and one that stands out for me is how we've handled investigations here at BAMSI, whether it's at the program level or the administrative level.
I think also, if we hire people of color, we need to be able to work with people of color. We want, instead of saying, come work with me and do things the way I have this is how you do it. We have to understand people's culture and work with them in making sure that we still have quality, we still have values, but we also let them explore and do things creatively too.
Aisha, when you talk about investigations, we talk about compensation, talk about policies or whatnot, we really need to speak up and do something about it. And I believe acknowledging the fact that there's something wrong with the system is the first step in this. I really do, because we like saying that we're a minority certified organization. Are we really though?
Right.
So that was amazing. I think what you've heard here is an incredible conversation, and it's a brave conversation as well. And some of those personal stories are difficult to share, but important to share in terms of BAMSI is a place where we can have those conversations. And I would encourage everybody to get involved wherever you are in this agency. There are going to be committees, there's going to be action committees that get together to talk about how we can make change, and everybody should be involved in those discussions. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes to watch the video. But I thank you in the future for your participation to make BAMSI an even better organization. Thank you.